Oh man, these Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm just tired of the Steelers. I love them. Okay. I'm going to cheer for them. That's my team. I'm going to support them. I got it. However, there's some things that they do that I just don't understand. And I'm just not very happy with them right now. And I might not be happy with them the entire offseason. And that is my right. I am just going to be disgusted with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I wanted to make a video and talk about some things that I hope the Steelers do in this offseason. They're probably not going to listen to a single thing that I say. I don't know what they're going to do. But I just had to make this video in hopes that I would feel better after I'm done with this video. So there's a couple of things that I think that we should do pretty simply that can fix a lot of issues. But I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're thinking or feeling because some of the things they did this year made no sense to me. So let me get to the other side of this video and just tell you some things that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers need to do heading into next season if we have any hopes of being better than we were this year. Oh, okay. So the first thing I think the Steelers should do is sign Justin Fields, and I think they need to let Russell Wilson go. The only way you keep Wilson is if he wants to be a backup. I think you need to move on, and you need to have Justin Fields be your guy. I think you give Justin Fields $100 million, give him a Baker Mayfield deal or a Geno Smith deal, and you hold on to him, and that's what you do. And I think you move forward with Justin Fields as your starter. That is what I think you should do. Second thing I think you should do, because I think we're in a rebuild, is I think anybody that's on a one-year deal, you need to let them go. Or anybody that's clamoring for a deal that's not Justin Fields, I think you need to let them go. That's just how I feel. I don't feel like this team can move forward with some of the things they have in place right now. However, let's be real here. They're not going to do that, okay? This is just me being annoyed as a fan. I do think you need to sign Justin Fields for sure, but everybody that was on a one-year deal, I'm not really feeling it. The other thing is we need another wide receiver. Now, if we're going to keep Mike Williams, because we gave a draft pick for him, so I would like to think that we're going to keep him and going to keep him to be on the opposite side of George Pickens, great, but we need to use him. Our offense needs to throw the ball down the field. I tweeted a few days ago that the Steelers offense, after watching some of these NFL teams, needs to fire their offensive coordinator and needs to fire their defensive coordinator. I actually 100% agree with those two things. I think the past 2 years, the Steelers defense has not exceeded expectations. They have been average at best. I think you've got to let this defensive coordinator go, and I think you need to let go of this offensive coordinator. I hope and pray that he gets another job from another team that wants to hire him. That would be tremendous. But this offense is so stale and so dry and so boring that it's terrible. The Steelers offense is terrible. So something has to be done about that because I don't like the way it looks right now. The other thing I will say is we have to hope and pray that this offensive line gets better. Yes, they were young. Cool. I will give you that we were young last year, but we're going to be better this year. They better hope that that's true, because if it's not true, we're going to have a different issue. The other big glaring problem to me with this Steelers team is we have to go get corners and safeties. Plural. We have to go get corners and safeties. Specifically, honestly, both of them. Because right now, the secondary is so bad. You have Joey Porter Jr., cool, whatever. We need somebody that can play on the opposite side of him. We need talent. We need better talent. The Steelers team is not very talented, in my opinion. Maybe it's the coaches that aren't able to get the best out of these players, but what I see when I watch other teams play football in the NFL, they are better than the Steelers team. The secondary is so bad. We have to go get more corners. We need another safety at minimum. We have to. We have to shore up this defense. And while I'm there, this defense is making all this money, but some of them gotta go. We need a better nose tackle. We need a better defensive line. We need a pass rusher. I know what some of you might be thinking right now, but it is time to see if we could go get another pass rusher. We have to shore up this defense. This defense, in my opinion, it's okay. There's nothing stellar about it, but it has to be better. So if we fire the defensive coordinator and somebody else can come in and get the best out of these athletes, great. Let's do that. Let's let go of the defensive coordinator, because what I'm seeing right now, it's not good and I don't like it. We don't look good. We look a little bit better than average. We have to upgrade. We have to be better. So we need to get better on defense. We need to get better on offense. We also need to sign Chris Boswell or make Chris Boswell as comfortable as possible, because Chris Boswell is the best player we have on this football team. Nothing needs to change with special teams. I like special teams. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. The one thing that needs to change on special teams is we do not need to have Cordell Patterson at kickoff ever again. We never need to have Cordell Patterson on kickoff ever. ever, ever. So special teams, cool. Leave them where they're at. Everything else, offense and defense, needs an upgrade. Our defense needs to throw the ball down the field. I don't know why this is a foreign concept for the Steelers. I don't know why every other NFL team can figure out a way to throw the ball down the field, but the Steelers offense cannot. I have been watching the Steelers offense now for 4 years, maybe even 5 years, maybe even 6 years, not throw the ball down the field. I don't get that. Throw the damn ball down the field, Pittsburgh. Throw the ball down the field. I don't know why we don't throw the ball down the field. It is frustrating.
Throw the damn ball down the field, Pittsburgh. Throw the ball down the field. I don't know why we don't throw the ball down the field. It is frustrating.
It would also be nice to see something dynamic. It would be nice to see us go for it on 4th and 1. It would be nice to see us fake some more punts. I think we faked 1 punt this year. It was inside of our own territory, whatever. I can't remember a season where I've seen us fake punt multiple times or fake a field goal multiple times or go for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 5. You know why? Because we don't trust our offense. You do those things when you trust what you have going for you. And like I always say in all of my football videos, do not trust what the coaches are telling you. Do not trust what they're telling you because they're lying and they're coach speaking. Mike Tomlin will lie and he will coach speak. What they're actually saying is we do not trust our offense to get a yard. We do not trust our team to do this fake punt. We do not trust our team. Think about the teams that you're seeing in the playoffs. Think about those teams. Those coaches are trusting their teams because they know their teams can do it. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not trusting their players because they know their players cannot execute. So either they know their players can't execute or their players aren't good enough, or your coaching staff is too chicken shit to call some of these things. Whatever the problem is, we have to fix it because nothing about this Steelers team right now is dynamic. Nothing about the Steelers team is exciting. Nothing about the Steelers team is new. Nothing about the Steelers team is exciting me or surprising me or shocking me or any of those things because it has all been very status quo. It is a very status quo team. We get in the playoffs, check. Cool. We don't need a win. We're already in the playoffs. That needs to stop. The Steelers have to get better. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The Steelers are in a rebuild, and I get that this doesn't look like a rebuild to a lot of people because we're in the playoffs. I understand that. I think we're in the playoffs because we have a great head coach that knows certain things and we can get by being better than average. However, this football team is not good. The reason why I know this football team is not good, because we can't beat any good teams. So just like I assess college football, if you can't go out and beat a good team, if your talent, your schemes, and your everything cannot match up well against a good team, you are not a good team. You are average. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are average, and we are rebuilding, and we have to get better. I don't care that we just hired Arthur Smith. Fire him, go get a different OC. I don't care who the defensive coordinator is. I don't care how long Austin has been there. I don't care. The defense is underperforming. TJ Watt is underperforming. So if we're either going to blame TJ Watt or we're going to blame coaching, who are we going to blame? Somebody is responsible. So what I want the Steelers to do is I want them to take action. And God forbid, if they go sign somebody that's actually worth the money, that can hold up and that can help us. I don't understand being cheap. I've never liked being cheap, but that's been the Steelers' way. However, it is 2025. The Steelers' way has expired. It is not working. This organization has to step up, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have to do better. If that means we have to pay somebody, then pay somebody. If that means we need to fire somebody, then fire the somebody. I don't care what it means. I just need this football team to figure it out. I will say this all the time. I am a program girl. I cheer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't cheer for a player, and I don't cheer for a coach. I am cheering for the organization. The organization has to do what is best for them. And until they do that, I will be frustrated. So I'm going to end this video here. I'm trying to be very nice, and I'm trying not to just go off all the way. But the Steelers team has to fix it because right now it does not look good. It is embarrassing. And that should be unacceptable for this organization. And that is all I have left to say in this video. So I'm sure I will have a lot of other things to say as this offseason continues, but corner, defense, coaching, something, things have to change. We cannot go into next year with the same looking crap. It is not good. It's unacceptable. Anyways, I will end this like I end every Steelers video. Although I've just kind of read them for filth, it is what it is at this point. It just is what it is. But as always, here we go.